Hi everyone, Dr. Joanne here. Welcome to my latest video, Forgiveness That Heals. So let's start off with our medical disclaimer. So of course, the information contained in this video is not meant to be medical advice. If you are experiencing pain or illness or disease process, make sure you check in with your primary care physician. And in the meantime, go ahead and watch this video and see if it resonates, because there's probably some other work that you can be doing that just might have even bigger results for you than you thought possible. So again, I'm Dr. Joanne. I am a mind-body doctor and a mindset coach for women. I help women heal their physical symptoms and their emotions through mindset work. And forgiveness is a huge piece of mindset work. So nothing really changes in your outer world. So think of like emotions and physical symptoms as your outer world. Nothing changes until you take a look at what's going on in your mind and change your thought patterns, your belief patterns, and your stories. And forgiveness is a big piece of the puzzle. And so, just really briefly, my story back in 2014, I was pretty sick. I was really, really tired. I had Lyme disease. I had chronic MRSA infections, chronic gallbladder attacks. I was in perimenopause, so lots of mood swings, terrible, terrible mood swings, hormonal imbalances, neck pain, back pain. I mean, it felt like you name it, I had it. And I spent over 6 figures on my healthcare education, and nothing was helping me. I was becoming an expert in more and more things, but these things were not helping me. And finally, I had that down on my knees moment, like, what is going on? Why isn't anything I'm doing working or helping me? And that's when I stumbled on A Course in Miracles and forgiveness work. And that is what finally allowed my body to heal in a really, really profound way. So forgiveness can be such a misunderstood topic. Your ego mind convinces you to forgive in a way that makes you feel like a better person, but it doesn't allow you to forget the pain or what the other person did to you. Thus, you continue to poison only yourself by holding on to that emotional pain. So nice job, ego. You feel better for about 2 seconds, but then the pain comes right back. So on the other hand, A Course in Miracles teaches you to forgive as though the event never happened. And that's a big difference. And this form of quantum forgiveness is not meant to give a pass to the other person or to condone their behavior or leave you feeling like a doormat. That's not the purpose. The purpose of quantum forgiveness is to set you free. Because while you still hold on to the emotional pain, you continue to harm only yourself, not the other person. So the ego's version of forgiveness keeps you in victim mode. You pretend to forgive the person, but you resolve not to forget it. So in not forgetting the incident, you continue to attract to yourself just more things to feel victimized about. You're still holding on to the victim energy, so nothing changes. A Course in Miracles version of forgiveness allows you to move on because you're actually releasing the energy of the incident. It feels like freedom. It allows your body to finally heal. It allows you to see things differently, and this is huge. This is your goal. It changes the energy of what you attract to yourself, and this softens and smooths everything out in your life. So when I was first doing this mindset work for myself, I wasn't about to let go of my bitter, resentful thoughts about certain people. You see, I thought I was right and they were wrong. And while I continued to believe that I was right, nothing really changed. It was like this inner conflict in my mind. And then I learned more about my ego from A Course in Miracles, specifically the workbook lessons in A Course in Miracles. I learned that my ego is the made up version of myself. I learned that my ego is all fear and drama. I learned that my ego demands to be right at all costs. And I learned that my ego plays the role of victim like a full-time job. In fact, I kind of felt like I was expert level at playing the victim. I learned that my true inner self is all about love, peace, and happiness. I learned that we are all really one and we're all connected. And I learned that how I perceive another is how I also perceive myself. So I learned that as children, we learn all about fear and ego stuff through the adults around us who grew up learning the same things from the adults around them. Then we just keep passing down the same old ego wounds from generation to generation. This had my attention. It allowed me to soften my hard stance. It allowed me to begin to connect with my true inner self. And from there, I could then connect with the true inner self of those I needed to forgive, and I could see and sense their old childhood wounds and how that guided their actions. So I was taking things less and less personally. And that's when I could start letting the old emotional wounds go. I could see that these people whom I had judged harshly had some basic childhood wounds or ego stuff, the same stuff that I had. I could give them and show them some grace. And then I was beginning to sense that I also needed to forgive myself. And this one took me by surprise. I started making connections with cause and effect. I began to see and understand clearly that my thoughts, which were the cause, had a ripple effect. So for every untrue ego thought that I had about myself, like no one loves me, I'm all alone, no one will help me, I don't matter, I'm not good enough, all those things, each and every one of those untrue thoughts I had about myself, I projected those ego thoughts onto others around me, and they in turn reflected that same energy back to me. That's quantum physics. So if I had an attack thought, then someone would mirror this same attack energy back to me. While I was unaware of what was really going on, I was actually being shown what my original thoughts were just by how other people were treating me. And I was thinking like, oops, my bad. This was just a really very humbling lesson for me, because it's what's really going on is the complete opposite of what we grow up believing to be going on. Our ego drama is all made up, and when we can just really sit back and be open to the possibility that our ego is just completely backwards, completely wrong. So all of these realizations slowly helped me to soften my anger so that I could forgive others and myself easier and easier. And A Course in Miracles teaches us that quantum forgiveness is like cutting off the ball and chain from around your ankle. It's like untying the string of a balloon and letting it float up in the sky. Forgiveness is like letting go of a cork that you've been holding underwater and allowing that cork to naturally float on the surface of the water. You become free. So think of the balloon as your frequency, and your resentment is the knot. Let go of your resentment and your frequency will rise to its natural height. So forgiveness undoes the knot. Forgiveness unlocks the ball and chain. Forgiveness lets go of the cork. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks the door to the self-imposed prison you put yourself in with your judgments. Forgiveness gives you freedom, peace, lightness, expansion, well-being, vitality, and the ability to express yourself more freely. Forgiveness is far more than you can even imagine. A Course in Miracles asks us not to delay in our forgiveness practice and to not hide behind our justifications. Like, nope, I can't forgive this because they hurt me or they shouldn't have done this or that. When we hide behind those justifications, we just stay stuck. So think of your chains and knots and locks as ways that we are holding on to the poison of resentment. These things, they keep us tied energetically to our wounds. They keep us tied energetically to the other person, place, thing, or experience, and they keep us stuck in profound ways. It takes up space. It creates pain and illness in our bodies. So in this space of resentment and judgments and old wounds, This stuff occupies space in our bodies. It keeps us stuck. It keeps us sick. And then we don't allow in what we came here for. So if we came here to really have these really wonderful, juicy experiences in life, if we're holding on to all these wounds and all of these old experiences, we can't get to where we want to go. We really stay stuck. So freedom, peace, happiness, and return to health can be ours once again once we learn how to truly forgive by letting go of the energy. So quantum fit forgiveness, for me personally, has allowed my body to heal from Lyme disease, chronic gallbladder attacks, chronic MRSA infections, colds, flus, sciatic pain, hot flashes, mood swings, headaches, so many things. So when I get sick, I know I have a forgiveness lesson and I go after it because I do not like to be sick or in pain. So I do the work. Quantum forgiveness has given me way more gifts than I ever imagined. And I want this for you too. This can be your experience as well. So let me know if you need some guidance. I have a lot of resources for you. If you haven't already done so, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment on it with any questions that you have, share it with anyone else who might find this useful. I have a YouTube playlist that you might not know about. It's called Heal the Anger and Anxiety. Check it out. There's another YouTube playlist that I have that is how to heal your body using your mind. So if you have specific questions on specific illnesses or pain, look up those videos and see what you need to contemplate or forgive or let go of in order to heal your body. I have a free webinar that's really popular, Learn to Heal Yourself, 3-Step Breakthrough Formula. I have a free email course, 3-Day Heal the Anger and Gain the Emotional Advantage Challenge. It's meant to be done alone so that you can work through your stuff alone with my help and guidance as opposed to sharing your junk in a group. You might like to sign up for my $30 30-minute discovery call where we identify your number one roadblock to well-being. How are you getting in your own way? This allows you to begin up-leveling your life and get better direction. You might like my human design blueprint, where we take a look at your human design tools. How are you supposed to be using your energy? How are you supposed to be making your best decisions? And how are you supposed to be using your energy in a way that takes care of increasing your vitality and looking at your major lessons in a different way? Or the big ticket item is mastering your mindset for women. And this is where we go through all of the tools. It's it's more time that I can spend with you, because when we do this work longer term, we get to uncover all of the gold nuggets that will set you free in a really powerful way. So links to all of these resources can be found on my website, drjoannetully.com, as well as in the video description below. So check some of these resources out. Again, drjoannetully.com is my website, or just look at the video description below for the direct links. Let me know how else I can help you. But this is so important. If you focus on forgiving in a whole new way, it will set you free with your health and your life. I promise. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.